I don't usually do this. I want to read a page for like every book I do, and these are typically long, and I don't want to put them all in one video. So I'm gonna do a 50 Shades of Grey reading right now, and let's have fun with it, shall we? 50 Shades of Grey, page 4. Easy to get to know, and I regret the question as soon as I say it. It's not on Kate's list. I'm a very private person, Miss Steele. I go a long way to protect my privacy. I don't often give interviews. He trails off. Why did you agree to this one? Because I'm a benefactor of the university, and for all intents and purposes, I couldn't get Miss Kavanagh off my back. She badgered and badgered my PR people, and I admire that kind of tenacity. I'm sorry, I'll take it seriously. I know how tenacious Kate can be. That's why I'm sitting here squirming uncomfortably under his penetrating gaze when I should be studying for my exams. You also invest in farming technologies. Why are you interested in this area? We can't eat money, Miss Steele, and there are too many people on this planet who don't have enough to eat. That sounds very philanthropic. Is it something you feel passionately about, feeding the world's poor? He shrugs, very non-committal. It's shrewd business, he murmurs, though I think he's being disingenuous. It doesn't make sense, feeding the world's poor. I can't see the financial benefits of this, only the virtue of the ideal. I glance at the next question, confused by his attitude. Do you have a philosophy? If so, what is it? I don't have a philosophy as such. Maybe a guiding principle. Carnegie's. A man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take full possession of anything to which he is justly entitled. I am very singular, driven. I like control of myself and those around me. So you want to possess things. You're a control freak. I want to deserve to possess them. But yes, bottom line, I do. You sound like the ultimate consumer. I am. He smiles, but the smile doesn't touch his eyes. Again, this is at odds with someone who wants to feed the world, so I can't help thinking that we're talking about something else. But I'm absolutely mystified as to what it is. I swallow hard. Gulp. The temperature in the room is rising, or maybe it's just me. I want this interview to be over. Surely Kate has enough material now. I glance at the next question. You were adopted. How far do you think that shaped the way you are? Oh, this is personal. I stare at him, hoping he's not offended. His brow furrows. I have no way of knowing. My interest is piqued. How old were you when you were adopted? That's a matter of public record, Miss Steele. His stone is turned. I flush again. Crap. Yes, of course. I'd known I was doing this interview. Yes, of course. If I had known I was doing this interview, I would have done some research. I move on quickly. You've had to sacrifice a family life for your work. That's not a question. He's terse. Sorry, I squirm. And he's made me feel like an errant child. I try again. Have you had to sacrifice a family life for your work? I have a family. I have a brother and a sister and 2 loving parents. I'm not interested in extending my family beyond that. Are you gay, Mr. Grey? He inhales sharply. I cringe. Mortified. Crap. Why did I employ some kind of filter? Why didn't I employ some kind of filter before I read this straight out? How can I tell him? I'm just reading the questions. Damn Kate and her curiosity. No, Anastasia, I'm not. He raises his eyebrows, a cool gleam in his eyes. He does not look pleased. I apologize, it's written here. It's the first time he said my name. My heartbeat has accelerated, and my cheeks are heating up again. Nervously, I tuck my loosened hair behind my ear. He cocks his head to one side. These aren't your questions? The blood drains from my head. Oh no. No, Kate, Miss Kavanagh. She compiled the questions. Are you colleagues on the student paper? Oh crap, I have nothing to do with the student paper. It's her extracurricular activity, not mine. My face is aflame. No, she's my roommate. He rubs his chin in quiet deliberation. his gray eyes appraising me. Did you volunteer to do this interview? He asks, his voice deadly quiet. Hang on, who's supposed to be interviewing whom? His eyes burn into me, and I'm compelled to answer with the truth. I love this so much. I was drafted. She's not well. My voice is weak and apologetic. That explains a great deal. There's a knock at the door, and blonde number 2 enters. Mr. Gray, forgive my interrupting, but your next meeting is in 2 minutes. We're not finished here, Andrea. Please cancel my next meeting. Andrea hesitates, gaping at him. She appears lost. He turns his head. Yeah, that was the whole thing. That was the whole page. Man, that took 6 minutes. God damn.